Hello fine folks, this is the Olight Warrior Mini 2 in the Desert Tan color with a cold white LED, and it is an awesome little flashlight. It's not as little as the Southern SC21, as you can see, but it's not that much bigger, and both of these have magnetic tails, which is very useful and practical. Now, what is really nice about this particular Olight is that it's got two buttons, a side button and a tail button, while also being magnetic. And the nice thing is that you can access practically all brightness levels just by one button press. Now, what do I mean? With the tail button, with a full press, you access the highest brightness. With a half press, you access the middle brightness. And you can also switch like middle, high. Yeah, from high it switches off. And with the side button, you can access the brightness that you set. So this is now set to the low brightness. But if I hold it, this is middle, this is high. So you can cycle through and it remembers. You see, it remembers. It also has a moonlight mode, which is a very low brightness, but gives you a ton of battery life. So you access it by like this. You just keep the side switch pushed, and you say, yeah, now it's on, now it's off. And if you turn it on, you can again change the brightness, and it remembers. Okay, so don't mess with it because it remembers. Okay, and another very cool feature is that there is a lockout feature. So it can happen, you know, that if you wear it in your pocket or your backpack or wherever, it could turn on by accident. But if you press the button, and by the way, it tells you the battery life, so it's green is good. Okay, so in turn off state, you press the button, it lights up, it's off, and now if you press it, it's gonna be red, and it's not gonna turn on with any of the buttons. So this is the lockout feature. If you want to exit the lockout feature, you keep pressing it again, and now you're in moonlight mode, and you can change the brightness. So the other very useful thing is that you can put this thingy here, either here or here, and you charge it with a magnetic charging system, with this one here, which is proprietary, and the battery is also proprietary. You cannot replace it with generic batteries. It's a big old battery, and it's got excellent water resistance, excellent battery life. I'm not gonna quote the specs, you know, you can look it up in the internet. And what you get in the box is also some useful stuff. You get in the box, come on, something like this to put here, you know, for example, over here. You get this ring thingy. You get this thingy, and yeah, that's it basically. And you know, in this case, I really don't mind the proprietary magnetic charging system, because there is no USB-C port to worry about, you know, when it comes to water resistance. You don't have to replace the battery, you just charge it. And you know, because of this tail switch, there is actually no connection between the tail switch and the head but the battery. So the signal from the tail switch has to go through the battery. So I heard from one of the videos on the internet that this is one reason that actually justifies the proprietary charging system and the proprietary battery, because the battery has to pass through the signal from the tail switch. Because if you have a look at it, there is no other, electrical connections there between the tail and the head, just the battery. So the signal has to go through the battery, and for that, obviously, you need a proprietary battery to do that. So yeah, it's an awesome flashlight. Now, when I go out for my everyday life, to do my everyday stuff, I carry this one, either in my pocket or in my backpack or whatever, because this is very small. I just slide it into my pocket like this, I turn it that way to make sure that it's not gonna turn on accidentally. And I carry this one for my everyday life. And also a Victorinox pocket knife. This one I carry when I go out and do some, so to say, serious stuff, I don't know. When I don't mind carrying a bigger flashlight. And it's also, of course, whenever there's a power outage or you have to go outside at night, it's always a great thing to have a flashlight like this. And this one also can be used for self-defense, because you can activate the highest brightness with one button press. You have also this thing here, you can scratch something with it. So yeah, it's a really, really useful little, middle-sized flashlight, I would say. And I really love the color. And actually, the lockout feature is very important, but it's not, I don't think it would be very easy to accidentally press the button. It could definitely happen. That's why the lockout feature is definitely needed. But it's not a light press to turn it on. You have to really use force to turn it on. So that's a good thing. Yeah, awesome. It's very flexible, it's very versatile, because you can put this thing either here or here. It's got the two switches. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome little flashlight. So fine, folks, thanks for watching and have a great time, and goodbye.